you today. Once again, thank you. And let's talk about a kind of procedure I've been using for about the last 5 years in Italy. And I appreciate it because good results, I'm satisfied with my patients also. And our particular procedures may be not so well known, but I'm so glad to show them to you. Little advertisement before. That's our plastic surgery journal, updating plastic surgery. I'm the editor, and I invite you to send us articles about medicine, aesthetic medicine, and plastic surgery, and cosmetic surgery, and really register it. Thank you. Okay, touching now the matter about my presentation, it's cellulite. That is a problem for quite a lot of women, but I do not want to be boring explaining you what cellulite is, because you know it much better than I. And I don't talk to you about causes, hormonal causes, or congenital causes, food, or whatever you want, or the grades, 3 grades of cellulite. Okay, you know it. I only want to tell and to remind that cellulite is a particular state of anatomical, where the skin appears with underlying fat deposits, giving it a dimple, lumpy appearance, and orange peel. What do you know? Okay. But what is interesting is, say, an echography of the perithrocanteric area, in which you can see on your left the micronodules and the third stage of cellulite, and on the other side is second. Because, you know, we have to talk about not the first grade of cellulite, because it's not so important, but we are much more interested on the second and the third stage, and how to do to have good results. Well, let's go on. What is important to keep in mind? Microcirculation is the first cause of cellulites. We can talk about hormonal and congenital and the way of life and alimentation, foods, whatever you like. But microcirculation, because the alterations of the arterial precapillary sphincter are affected areas, and retention of excess liquid in the dermis. Yes, of course, among the adipocytes, and they don't stay so well inside their anatomical boxes where they are. And the hypoxia, less of oxygen also. And so hypoxia increases the lipolytic resistance, and estrogen, prolactin, and diet-rich carbohydrates increases the lipogenesis, and that's all that is an excessive growth of adipocytes. Well, let's go on, and important to keep in mind, the adipocytes cannot work well. Just as we have a runner, smoking runner, after a few steps, he stops when he's tongue on the ground, because they cannot work. So, what can we do? Well, the first procedure is the shockwave therapy. Is a well-known therapy for therapeutic treatment of kidney and urethral stones, you know, and also orthopedic procedures, but also for cellulite. Shockwave therapy, as you can read there, is an energy pressure pulse of large amplitude. It's not an ultrasound, they are acoustic waves. They're not so comfortable when you treat, a little painful, but very good. Okay, right? Now a little video. I hope, no. I have to get there, maybe. How can I do? Excuse me. Yes, maybe here, but I can see that. Oh, right. And here. No. Next slide. Right, and here it appears narrow here. Yes, please. Okay. This is a little video. It's a simple one to see what it happened in cellulite. This is the vessel, microcirculation, and the blood flow is restricted. Stage 2 is really visible when you are standing. These are the shock wave therapies that are working, are deep in a deep layer, with two handles, different handles, and you know there is new vessels, and adipocytes can breathe again, and so they reduce their volumes. Okay, it's finishing now. That's the reason why the skin can smooth again. Alright, the next video I'll show you how it works, how powerful is the shock wave. Maybe here also is the same. Yes. Look at here in the water. We put the handle and the shock waves begin working so powerful. That's good? Right. Okay. And now let's see the last video in which we can see how we do that treatment. With a model, of course. It sounds like a gun, machine gun. Ta -ta 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 -ta. I beg your pardon? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, it's in a hospital in Jin, and then became also for cosmetic medicine, but it starts in a hospital. I don't want to make any advertisement, but it's a big company who service the hospitals. Now I change the handle and I use, and that is good because after 3-4 treatments you see the result. That is fantastic. Even if you have nodules, you can shoot on them and they step by step disappear. Can we, where's the technician? Excuse me. Can we stop the music though? Because it's the sounds. No, I don't want it. Yes, yes, please. We danced it yesterday. Yes, you were there? Okay. Alright. 1 minute more and then it's finished. So it's simple to use. What is not simple is the engine, the mechanical engine. Well, I asked the company to make power, much more power on the engine, 1 atmosphere more, because it's much more painful, but the result is really better. Okay. Yes. Yes. And yes, when you start it's painful, but after 2, 3, 4 treatments, it's not so painful for you because the tissue goes better, and you have to improve the power. How are you, Stan?
This is the best device I have. I'm a plastic surgeon. I paid first, I was very skeptical, and now it's producing the most money in my clinic.
Thanks. Okay, that's good. All right. So go on. And well, so it's possible now with this kind of acoustic waves to resolve some problems without any injections or mesotherapy or something like that. Or okay, and after I had good results after 1 year. That's can be good. Of course, patients must have 8, maybe 10 treatments, and then 1 month or 1 or 2 months, 1 treatment. Okay, and this is a pre and this is a post. What we hope to obtain. What can we do for epoxia? Because that is the rather problem in cellulite. Well, we need to oxidize the tissues. How? Well, in my office I have the cryotherapy, systemic therapy, that is thank you. Is a cryo chamber. You stay inside and the temperature goes down, down, down till minus 150. And when the temperature falls down, the human body rapidly is exposed to this low temperature, and the skin receives a message and gives a message to the brain. But the brain doesn't know that you are in a cryo chamber. Maybe it thinks that you are in the North Pole without any dresses, and so it has to do something for you. Well, cryolipolysis is localized. This is a systemic difference. And normally cryolipolysis is about -5. Right. And so it's an alert for your brain. For a few moments, it seems you are on danger, but it's safe. It's a safe treatment. So to protect the body from the critical low temperature, what could we do? Brain gives orders to all peripheral parts of the body to constrict the muscles and also the circulations of the blood, and you know it begins an internal cycle to protect the vital organs. Let's go on. One immediate effect is the arterial blood pressure increases about 10 points. That's the reason why when you are not treated on hypertension, it's better not to do that. But for example, if systolic pressure was 130, it goes 140, but then it slows down again. Right. And that's important. The internal cycle is rich of oxygen. When you enter a big vasoconstriction, but when you go out of cryo chamber, you have a vasodilatation, and a lot of oxygen flows on all your part, or your muscles, on your skin. The skin is better after, huh? And what is good is that sometimes we are good in health, but we have little things that are not working so well. And with this kind of treatment, we are similar to a computer PC. It restarts all again. And also the little painful we have, the results. After 2-3 minutes, when client steps out of the cryo chamber into the warmer air, signals to the brain indicate the new temperature is changing. And so all peripheral tissues are expanded, much more oxygenation. So, hypothalamus induces vasodilatations and stimulate also the epiphysis, the pituitary gland, to spread out an hormone that is called ACTH, and this hormone works on the adrenal gland, and the adrenal gland frees steroids. That's the reason why in sport medicine is very important. For example, when you have a little pain because you are walking and you've got some thermo, you put ice. But ice is 0 grade. This is minus 150. Factors altogether result in decrease till the disappearance of pain, edema, and injury. And joints become more mobile. When you live from the bed in the morning, sometimes, well, No, I'm very young. It's not my problem. Maybe yours then.
Yes,
try, but after 5 minutes you can't walk. That's me also. But with treatment, you step out very quickly. Right? For 6-8 hours, you free your body, free endorphins, and you stay well. You want to run. You burn about 900 kilocalories in 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is the treatment. That's the pre and post with treatments, cryosystem, and total body, and shockwave therapies. A little bit. Thank you for your attention. Yes.
But by the way, if it's not working,
Thank you.
I know some.
Вопросы какие-то есть?
I have one comment.
Yes, then.
Микрофон дайте, пожалуйста, чтобы задать вопросы. Сейчас, одну секунду.
Shockwave?
Side effects, complications.
Oh,
I
I don't think there are complications. Whereas you have not used on bones, of course, but because it's painful. But you have got no complication. Sometimes some women ask me, but it bites 2 kilograms for square cm squared. What about my vessels? This is not problem. It's not a problem. So acoustic waves pass through. Don't
Your
damage
device
it.
is stored.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of other devices on the market which are claiming to do the same thing.
Yes. Okay.
Sometimes, yes,
Frequently you do these treatments?
How many?
How frequently?
Oh, well, which one? Shockwave therapy is 1 a week. Or twice a week. Maybe good. Twice a week also the cryo chamber. But if it depends. If you are a sportman, for example, or if you want to lose a lot of kilograms of weight, every day, morning and afternoon, after 6-7 hours, and your metabolism increases, really. But you must take care about what you eat, of course. No pizza! No pizza!
We have a special agreement. The patient signs before starting the therapy. It doesn't matter with corporal therapy, she's not going to eat or to respect a certain type of therapy. This is very important thing, because otherwise you can have a lot of problems. I was skeptical with the device. I'm a plastic surgeon, but I want to put my nurses to pay themselves a salary, and I bought these devices, and I'm really surprised. There is a comparison between LPG and acoustic wave therapy. I still remember a meeting in Italy, in Venice, about this sort of therapy and devices. I know a colleague from Switzerland, and she came to present this device, and she made a comparison between LPG and this. Completely unhappy with the LPG and very satisfied on this one.
And for us, plastic surgeons, that is also very useful after
liposuction. Okay. Also on the facial, I notice on the facial with different setup of the machine, wrinkle, more tone of skin. But now joking about the cryotherapy chamber, probably you read in Facebook, there is now a new technology. Instead of burning your body when you die, you can be cryotherapist, and you're transforming in a small
diamond.
In the
diamond.
Yes, and then they produce a pulver, and that is a new way of using cryotherapy chamber. That means if it's
Not in my office.
not in your office, you are only for living people, not for dead.
That we could do so in diamond, so you become really rich. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stan.
Следующий доклад.